What's up guys, I'm MitchProVideos and I bought the DJI Mavic 4 Pro. Let's talk about it. So as a solo content creator, what is my take on owning a drone? So drones are a tool. At the end of the day, they are a filmmaking tool for content creators, especially for solo content creators. I think they can be extremely powerful. The shots that you're able to get with a drone combined with your storytelling abilities, I think takes your videos to the next level. Specifically, some of the scene setting or environment building videos, drones really allow you to tell that story in like a very unique way. You are very easily able to tell the audience where the character is at any given moment, right? You can have almost, well, exactly a bird's eye view of exactly where your character is, how your character is moving, and you can combine this with obviously your skill set, and I think create something really beautiful. The importance of owning a drone as a solo creator, in my opinion, is really a supplement to your main story, your main dish. So I think if you do have a good story, you know, you've got the budget for it, I think a drone can really take your shots to the next level. So I highly recommend getting one, at least in my experience. So here's some different shots that I was able to get around town during some of my filming today. This is an example of one of my favorite techniques using the drone. It's a cinematic slow zoom out of me specifically, and it really shows where I'm at, and it really sets the stage of where the video will be occurring. Using the rule of thirds and using this road as a major leading line in my video, I'm really able to show the motion of everything that's going on around me as I'm filming, and I think this technique is super powerful. My goal with this shot was to really capture some of the beauty of the architecture around me, as well as provide that really slow cinematic pan up to follow one of those major leading lines in the previous scene. Especially if you're a storyteller, I think the drone opens the doors for a lot of opportunities to really get some creative shots. Because it allows me to get shots like this, or I can get shots like this. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, so maybe not that last clip, but I think you're starting to get my point of some examples of some shots. There is so much functionality with some of these drones that DJI is putting out and some of the other companies. Like for example, the clip you're seeing now, I've got the drone to automatically follow me around. From a vlogging aspect or a storytelling aspect, this can be actually super crucial in segueing some of your clips from point A to point B without having like a drastic, really hard cut. So I think there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of really cool scenarios where this tool can be used. Also, maybe something like this could be used for like an intro sort of deal. This is where I have the drone set on me as a fixed point and I have it automatically rotating, so I'm not actually giving the drone any input. But this is really just me messing around with some of the DJI settings. Obviously, what you're able to do with it is up to you and your ability to come up with cool ideas and cool stories and using your tools to their maximum. I do think that DJI offers a very good product, and they have a lot of automatic settings, they have a lot of tools, they have a lot of features, and I think their quality is so good that it's indistinguishable from a cinematic experience drone. So I'm super excited to share this with you guys. So I bought the DJI Mavic 4 Pro, specifically the Creator Bundle. My specific drone comes with the RC2 Pro controller. I have the 512 gigabytes of internal storage, and because I do have that Creator version, I am able to use their, I think, All-I or their special codec for shooting in like log formats. Now, I will say this, the drone is awesome. I love having that internal storage. Just to be able to go out, turn the drone on, and just start shooting immediately is something that I value so much. That helped me make this purchase. Also, the RC Pro 2, I believe, is at a $1,100-ish price point. The features that you get on that controller is almost justifiable for the extra price of the drone because it has a longer radius that you can connect to. It's something stupid like I think 20 kilometers. I forget exactly, don't quote me on that, but it's got a larger distance that you're able to connect to this drone. It's got a brighter screen that you don't have to unscrew the joystick, so your ease of use is already increased. There's so many great things about it that if you do have that extra budget and you do plan on getting this, I kind of recommend the Creator version with that controller than just getting the base one with maybe the intentions of getting the controller later. I don't know for everybody's use case, but for me, it was a little bit overkill, but I do love it. Now, retrospectively, if I was able to go back and save some money, I think the DJI 5 Mini would have been a good option because I'm not really utilizing the 3 cameras on the Mavic 4 Pro. So that could be a good way, like if you're a small creator trying to kind of get going, I think that's a good option. It's around $1,000. Also, the DJI Mavic 3 Classic is a good option for about $1,500, and then the Mavic 3 Pro, I think for around $2,000, isn't a bad option either, and I would have a really hard time distinguishing between the two videos. So I think, you know, if you're in a pinch and you're really just sweating it, I would just say stop sweating it, just get it, just do it. Look up the quality of those videos online. They look amazing. You don't always have to own the best equipment, and that's something that I'm kind of struggling with right now. But now, like I said, if you are like me, the DJI Mavic 4 Pro is the best drone that DJI offers right now, and that's what I went with. And so far, I'm loving it. So you're gonna start seeing some more clips in my videos and stuff like that, maybe some lifestyle stuff. I think it's just gonna take my content to the next level. So basically, to sum everything up, if you're on the fence about getting a drone, you're a small solo creator looking to increase your video creation, I absolutely think you should do it. Now, the drone that you should get is gonna be based off your specific needs. And I think that, you know, if all you can afford is something and you just need to start getting your content out there and you have good stories and you think it's going to get you the exposure that you need, I think you should just go for it. I think you should just get whatever drone that you can get at the moment because they all look good. So there's the DJI Mini, which is a $300 price tag, is still a 4K camera on a drone. So you can still get pretty good shots using those drones. You're gonna have good quality. So again, whatever you can get, I think getting the tool is gonna be the most important thing. Now, obviously, what you're able to get is going to be very specific for you. And like I said earlier, if you are one of those people that is making money with their drone footage, this video likely isn't for you, and you probably already know what you want, and what you want is probably already the higher end drones. But I'm going to go ahead and say that I highly recommend a drone for content creation. I think a lot of people will benefit from it. So a big thing that gets brought up, and one of the concerns that I had when I was specifically buying my drone, is how do I legally fly in my area? So there is a couple things you have to do. Any drones that weigh more than 250 grams have to be registered on the FAA website, and I can go ahead and link that down below just so that's easily accessible and you can kind of see that process. It's super easy. It took me like 10 minutes. The longest part was filling in my credit card info, so it does cost $5. But basically your drone has to be registered. It also has to be tracked. Like each drone kind of has an automatic tracker device in it. Now, if you buy a newer DJI drone, that's something that's already built in. You're just gonna type in your serial number for that in the website and it should be good to go. So that's super easy. Also, you have to, so when you do register it, if you're doing it to make money, it has to be under a Part 107, which is a pretty long process. But that allows you to make money with your drone. I went ahead and signed mine up with the recreational use, because I'm not currently making money or doing jobs with my drone. Maybe that's something I can do down the line. But I went ahead and did the recreational one. So for me, all I did was I bought the registration, typed in my info, and then it gave me a little number that I put on the outside of my drone and I'm good to go. So you also have to get your trust certification. There's like a 30-minute test you kind of have to take. You literally can't fail it. If you miss a question, it does let you go back and like retake it, so that you'll get a certificate with that. You can just save it to your phone along with your registration that I mentioned before. And then there's a couple apps and it tells you about it literally in that trust exam. There's a couple apps you can use to basically check if your airspace is clear. So every time I go out, I go to where I'm going, I click the app, and it does let you have instant activation saying that, oh, you're clear to fly here, go ahead. And basically what you're doing with those apps is just making sure there's no temporary flight restrictions in your area. So as long as you have that, you claim the airspace, you have your drone registered, and you have your trust certificate, as long as you're a recreational flyer, you are good to fly. And if you get stopped by somebody and you provide all the information or resources, there's not really a whole lot you can do as long as you're following your local rules and regulations, stuff like that. Obviously, you can't film private property, you can't get too close to people, you can't fly over crowds. You know, as long as you're following the basic drone safety rules that are laid out in that trust exam, for the most part, you're gonna be okay. And I don't think you really need to stress about it, because that was something that I was really stressing about when I was first looking into this. However, it actually was a pretty easy process. Now, if you are looking to make money with your drone and taking on some jobs like that, again, this video may not be for you because I'm really targeting the solo content creators. However, that's a little bit of a different process. You have to get your Part 107 registration, which requires you to get your Part 107 license. And that is a big like 100-question 3-hour test that you like cannot fail, or that you can fail and that you should not fail. So that's like a whole different process entirely. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video helps somebody. So thank you.